It's very difficult when you're looking for an early childhood program for your child for the first time. It can be very intimidating.
We toured a lot of schools in the family. With my wife having an early childhood background and being in that field, we did our due diligence and looked at a lot of schools during the evaluation process.
But the bottom line is, and you'll learn this maybe the hard way and maybe not, it's all about your child. And where do you see your child growing and nurturing and becoming who you want them to be?
And one of the things that I always tell parents is that you really have to go with your gut feeling. When you walk in the door, you should look at the interactions between the children and the teachers, between the children and the children, and what's really going on in the classrooms.
And one of the first things I noticed was that my relatively clingy 13 or 14-month-old was like dying to get down. He didn't want to sit on my hip. He wanted to get down and play with all the materials that the teachers had out in the classroom, and that was really nice to see.
When parents walk in the morning, the teachers automatically, immediately will help the child separate from the parent. And we know that that can be hard, especially for their first early childhood experience. And our teachers are used to that, and they're experts in dealing with separation.
Teachers and the staff of the J Early Childhood program are the most attentive I've ever seen. I really feel like the teachers take a vested interest not just in what they're doing during school hours, but getting to know the family, getting to know what's going on in the child's life as a whole, and being a part of that.
Once everybody's there, we have a good morning circle time where the children are sitting with the teacher and going over the schedule of the day so they know what to expect and what to look forward to. They then have what we call our guided playtime. And during guided playtime, we have different centers set up around the room. There could be a housekeeping center, there could be a block center, a writing center, a science center, a reading center. It varies depending on what they're studying at the time. And the children are really given the chance to do what they want to do during this time. And during this time, the teachers are really facilitating the play. They're facilitating the play, they're working with the children on their social skills, they're building vocabulary, because we know children with big vocabularies become good readers.
Having the kids at the J preschool and having it on campus with the greater JCC facility has just been such a bonus, I think, for the program, at least from a parent perspective.
You have someone who does music, you have someone who does discovery and science. You have this great learning loft where you can have all these different themes that change every 6 weeks so the kids can experiment, and you have the dance programs. You have just everything you need here.
They're able to take gymnastics and ballet and karate and Spanish and manners lessons. I mean, there's no shortage of opportunities for us to pick and choose what extra classes they're going to take that year.
We are a Jewish school, and so there are people who come to our school who are Jewish and not practicing very much. There are people who come to our school and are very active Jews in the community. There are people who come to our school who are not Jewish at all. But the way that everybody feels here is very comfortable.
We get a lot of questions from our friends and family members about being Christians and being enrolled in a Jewish preschool. Our kids here learn great values. They learn what different religions and different philosophies think and believe. I think our family as a whole has really benefited from it from an educational perspective. It's definitely enriched our lives.
When our children leave the J, they are strong people. They love to learn, they love school, and they know how to learn. They know how to question. They know the skills that they need to be successful.
Since Sally started attending the J Early Childhood program, the metamorphosis she's had since entering the program and today is unbelievable. When she first got here, she wouldn't open up to anybody but Julie and I, and now, because of her experience with the teachers and other students, we can be in any setting and she feels comfortable and open and is willing to have fun, you know, wherever she is.
And when they go to kindergarten, they just take off. They are ready to get going. Not only with their academic skills, but who they are as a person, their social skills, their emotional skills, they're ready to take on the world. And we are so proud of who our children are when they leave the J.